Ooh, okay guys, it's pretty late, but I just realized it is Friday. My photo shoot of the street photography, the thing we're talking about today, happened this past Monday. It's been 4 days already, and it felt like it happened like yesterday. It's insane. Time flies fast. So let's get today's video started. What's going on, guys? Max here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about street photography, my experiences with it, and just some of the tips and tricks that I've learned from my last photo shoot. Some of the things that I wanted to teach you guys, some of the things that I did right on the photo shoot that will definitely benefit you and definitely will help you guys get better results on your street photos, and just talking about the whole process. So let's talk about it. Okay guys, so pretty much let's just dive straight into today's video. This past Monday was Victoria Day actually, so if you guys did celebrate Victoria Day, happy Victoria Day. Obviously, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys spend time with your family. That's always important. But I personally went with my friend downtown Toronto, had a lot of fun. We did photos, we did portraits, fashion portraits, we did some architecture shots, mainly look-up photos, and that was kind of main shots that I took. If you guys want to see more of those photos, check them out on Instagram. That's pretty much where I post all of my photos. That's my Instagram feed. That's where I post all of my photos. So check that out if you want to see more photos, more uploads. Keep in touch with me on Instagram. But pretty much this past Monday, I went out and did some street photos. It was so much fun. I've never done anything like that before. I've never done street photos, never done anything like that, never done landscape or architecture shots or fashion shots on the streets like that ever in my life. So it was an incredible time. It was amazing doing it for the first time, trying out something new. It refreshed everything for me, and after doing that, I'm guaranteed now that I know I want to do photography for the rest of my life. It was so much fun. Oh jeez, made it on the train. That was crazy, dude.
Yeah. Remember those like shots that we saw in the video of like walking in like different shoes?
Yeah. That's good. Yo, we're gonna do some like dope shots. You understand me? We're gonna capture some sick shots.
How many people do you think have ever smoked on this train?
Wait, can you smoke on this train? What?
I think not.
I don't know. I don't think you can. There you go. You can actually see me now, but yeah. We barely made it on the train. We made it literally like 5 seconds before thing closed. It was crazy.
Like almost gone. I was like, please clear the door. They're closing now.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. We were like legit like 3 steps away from like not being able to make it. Okay then, we're on the train now. How awesome. I haven't been on the train before. It's crazy. So excited. We're going downtown. Everything's gonna be awesome. Look at this kid. Look at this kid back here. Okay, so we're heading to downtown Toronto. Should be awesome. Gonna have a lot of fun. Gonna take a lot of photos. You got extra clothes, packed extra clothes, capture some nice fashion shots, and hopefully we can also capture some landscape shots. That should look cool. Shooting back here at home in this forest just got so boring. So now I know that if I want to shoot photos, I can always hop on the GO train. I think it's like $7 here. Half an hour straight to downtown. Call up a friend, a couple of friends. We can go downtown and have a blast capturing sick photos. I could do that every weekend if I want to. It was so much fun. Incredible photos. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the experiences, some of the things that I've experienced when I was there, but also some things that you guys can keep in mind to make sure that your process is going to be quick, your process is going to be seamless, and also some tips and tricks you can keep in mind to better your photos and to get better results when shooting in the streets. So I guess let's just dive straight into it. Okay guys, so essentially the first thing that you guys got to keep in mind before you even go and shoot anything, this is not even only for street photography, this involves in anything you do, it's planning. I already made 2 videos on planning, one planning your vlogs and one just planning your videos. If you guys haven't seen those, check them out up here. I'm gonna link them up here. Check them out. Amazing videos. I talked about planning, so important, and that's essentially what we're going to be doing here as well. Planning, making sure that we plan out what kind of photos we're going to be doing. So So I planned out, I wanted to do some really beautiful portrait shots, mainly fashion portraits. So they're not only based around the subject and the background, it's also based around the clothing that he's wearing and making sure that the clothing fits the background. So making sure that we're going to be shooting fashion portraits, as well as I also figured out that I wanted to do landscapes, more specifically architecture shots, look up photos. That's what I decided to do. So when it comes to that, that was decided. I was ready to do that. When it came to fashion portraits, what I had to do next was figure out what kind of clothing we were going to wear. What kind of clothing was my friend going to wear? So I asked him what he had. We decided on shoes, pants, dress shirt, jacket. We decided on everything, making sure that the clothing that he was going to wear was going to fit the background and the whole stylized look of the city. But before you choose your clothing, the other step that you also gotta make sure that you do is location scout. Location scout, no matter where you go, it's always important to location scout. So what we did is I asked my friend, where was the place with buildings? Like, I just wanted to know, like, is there a location in Toronto or is just tall buildings? The only thing around there is tall buildings. He said the street of Bay and this other street had these really beautiful buildings, and I said, okay. Then I looked on Google Maps, I figured out where that location was. I saw the buildings, I saw the way they looked like. I was like, okay, this is what they look like. I'm gonna choose clothing that fits those buildings, just to make sure that the clothing and the subject fits really nice and well together. Since it's a fashion portrait, the clothing has to match and fit the fashion and fit the design of the buildings, because the designers, these buildings were built by designers, by fashion designers. That's why these buildings have such beautiful architecture. So you want to capture that architecture. So it's important by capturing that architecture by wearing proper clothing for portraits, but also if you're doing architecture shots, more specifically by looking up. For instance, when I was doing architecture shots, what I would do is just I would look up and shoot the buildings from above. I did the same thing when I went indoors. I went indoors and I shot look up photos of what was on top, and when I looked up, it was beautiful. These crazy things on top of the roofs of these buildings. The architecture designers spent a lot of time designing these, and I guess it's kind of our job as photographers, as street photographers, to depict it and to showcase it as art. Essentially, it looks amazing. So if you're anywhere you go, I recommend looking up and trying to shoot some photos like that. But going back on the fashion portrait stuff, like I said, matching the clothing sort of to the design of the building. If the building has a lot of windows, it's like a really weirdly designed building, why don't you wear something that's really weirdly designed? I don't know, jeans with holes, like, I don't know, a sweater like this that has no sleeves. Just, you know, like figuring out some kind of clothing design that fits the design of the building, or that kind of matches. If the building looks weird, wear something that looks weird, but also that matches in color, that fits well together. All of that is important. So that's when the planning process comes in. So you got a location scout, figure out what you're going to be shooting and where you're going to be shooting. Like I said, figuring out what you're going to be shooting, the types of photos that you're trying to capture, what you're going to capture, as well as the outfits, what you're going to wear and what you want in the photos. That's also very important to remember and very important to do and plan before you start or even go to the photo shoot. So when you have all of that stuff done, out of the way in your mind, that's when you are obviously going to go to downtown and start taking the photos, because you already know where you're going to go, you know what you're going to be shooting, you have all the equipment, you have all of the clothing, all of the things ready to go, and now the only thing to do is just doing the photos. But personally, me, I had a blast. It was incredible. It was so much fun this past Monday. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to go there one more time. Well, not one more time. I'm going to be going downtown way more often. Probably not this weekend, but I'm going to be going downtown hopefully the week after. So not this Saturday, Sunday, next weekend. Going there again, maybe with the same friend, with a different friend, having some fun, capturing more photos, and hopefully I can vlog a little bit more, because it's just so much fun going to downtown, shooting photos. It's a blast, you know. It's a completely different feel going to the city, capturing photos, capturing cityscapes, capturing fashion portraits. It's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different atmosphere, a whole different vibe, and it's important to do that because the doors opened. You as a photographer get better, because that was completely out of my comfort zone. I was not ready for something like that, but I did it. It was so much fun, opened so many doors, and I became a much better photographer and a much better editor and a much better planner just from that one small little photo shoot that only lasted for 2 hours. It's crazy. When you plan I legit planned for about 15-20 minutes for that photo shoot, and I captured over 1,000 photos under 2 hours. And I was able to capture amazing, stunning photos. So just imagine what you can do if you spend more time planning. Crazy things can happen, so make sure to plan your photos. Make sure to just go out there, shoot photos, enjoy the process. Don't hold yourself back. Grab a group of friends, make a plan, figure out where you want to shoot those photos, go out, shoot them, enjoy the process, go from the start of the day all the way to the end. Don't do it for 2 hours like I did. Do it for the whole day. Go as early as possible, stay there as late as possible, and just enjoy the process of photos, because obviously if I had more time I would do way more photos, but I had to deal with the time I did have. I had a blast. It was so much fun. So if you guys are going to be going out there and shooting photos, I don't know if it's downtown Toronto or in your city, wherever it's going to be, if you're going to be posting it onto Instagram, obviously tag me in your Instagram post. I would love to check it out. I would love to comment and see the photo. Or if you're going to be making a vlog in downtown or somewhere, a video instead of photos, do that too. Tag me or send the video to me on YouTube or through email, whatever you want. That would be amazing. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you opened your ears, your eyes to a whole new side of photography, street photography, urban. There's so much more to do when it comes to street photography, urban stuff. There's a lot. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.